Okay, I got the generator set, EWC 0. I have it set for silver and got it the hunt mode on IC. And I have my coil, the largest field of the coil facing the direction of the area I want to hunt, which is out this way. Okay, you want to walk around about 4 foot out from your unit because the lines merge at the unit. Now I'm making this video because I want to show complete tracking from start to finish on a target using EWC and everything else, because some people are still having trouble understanding. So we're going to pretend like we don't know where this target's at. When my rod closes, I'm going to mark it whether it's near the target or not, and then we're going to use EWC to move it where it's supposed to be, because there's always a ring, a radius around a target. So let's find out where our line's at right now. Okay, so make sure you're lined up with your generator as always. Let me get this lined up good here. Okay, generator, ankle to the direction we're going. Now I'm going to mark it at my heel. Okay, now from the other direction, remember you want to see the width of your line. So let's go this way and see what we get. Okay, it's not much difference, which is strange. So let me check this one again, this direction. I have it set out for possibly about 3 minutes before I put it on, so just want to make sure. Yeah, there's a little difference, as you can see. So let me move this one over a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. And as always, remember your target's down the center. Okay, so we're not gonna turn the EWC up right now. We're just gonna say, you know what, I got a line right here. Let me go out here a little bit further and find that line. So we're about, I don't know, 20 foot from the generator. So we're gonna find that line. And here it is. I'm lined up with this side of the peg. You see it? Going out that way. So I'm going to mark it. Now, people that don't know anything about rings, that's their line. Okay? That would be their line. So let's track that line out and see what it does. Now, line yourself up. Look at the generator. Look at the pegs and walk yourself out in that direction, and let's see what happens when my rod closes. This is 0 on EWC. We're just walking out here blind, because a normal unit, this is what you'd get with a normal unit. So let's see where we close. Okay, still walking, no closure yet. Wait a minute. Okay, we have a closure. All right. So let me turn around and look back. I don't know if you can see. Pretty much lined up here. But just to make sure, let me go ahead and line those two sides of the peg up. I'm going to walk in and find that line. When my rod closes, I'll put a peg down. Okay. All right, so here it is. Let me put a peg down here. Okay, now that's where my target should be. Bam! I just found treasure right there. There's my treasure. So if I walk back into it, let's see what'll happen. See if I'll get a closure. Yes, I do. I definitely have a closure here. Now let's get over here and walk back and see if I get a closure. Yes, I do. We definitely get a closure. This is definitely a target right here. This is probably huge silver bars, coins, and whatnot right there. The problem is there's nothing there. And that's what many people do. They'll dig an empty hole right there. So let's do it the way my unit is supposed to do it. On this peg, let's walk towards it. Well, what is this? I'm getting another closure here. Why is that? That's because there's a radius and there's 2 lines going out to it. So, if we stand here at the generator and look out there, here's the 2. There's those 2, and if you can see it far enough, I don't know if you can. There's the other peg. So if I was to go way over here and follow this peg to this one, I should hit something way to the right past that pole on that side too. I'll get the same closure I got on the other side. You can see the 2 pegs there. Let's go check and see. I'm lined up with the 2 pegs pretty much. Pretty close. Lined up with it. So right in this area right here, past this tree, I should have another line. So let's walk in and see where it's at. Now I'm walking straight to that other peg because we're detecting the radius of a ring. Remember when I told you about when your rod closes? That only means one thing. Whether it closes this way or it closes out. That only means you've just walked into a line. It doesn't mean anything else. So look at the size of the radius that's around this target. This is at least, I'm gonna go halfway in here, 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter of the target area. So now we're going to go back and do it with EWC. Again, if you'd have followed this other line, you'd have ended up over here. If following the first line, you ended up over here. Both holes you'd have dug nothing. We're going to bring EWC up to 50%. It's on a factor of 2. So that's not very strong. It'll cancel out small rings and stuff like that. But we're going to see with these 2 center pegs here. Okay, let's see if this was moved at all. Okay, it has moved some. Let me line myself up good. It's coming into me. You want to back up. If it goes out, you want to come in. You want it perfectly parallel with your body. Stand, widen your legs a little bit. Look at your side to your generator. Make sure you're even with your generator. And you can see how far the line moved. Moved about a foot. So we're going to move this peg. We're going to do the same thing on this side, which this I'm sure moved either a little more or about a foot. Let's see. Same distance, about a foot. So we're gonna have to go up some more because that isn't going up fast enough for me. So we're gonna drop down. We're gonna bring it to weight factor. The weight factor is at 2. We're gonna go to 3. We're gonna come back up to IC. We're gonna leave it at 50%. Now let's see what we've got. Each weight factor is like a course adjustment, but the adjustment is for 0 to 100% on each factor. So 50% on a factor of 2 is less than 50% on a factor 3. Okay, let's see what we've got here. You want to get the line down to 1. You only want 1 line. Okay. That's pretty good. See, I'm in the middle of these two. Now, the lines move that much. We can put that one here. Let's see. Yes, I have 1 line now. So we're gonna just pick this peg up all together. Okay, we have 1 line going out. Let's look at our generator and see where it's going. Now still at, here's a generator. At the other end is the line. Looks like it's going a little bit to the right of that pole. At the end there still may be a small ring, but let's go check the other line, the other pegs we have, and see how much that ring
Let's
collapsed.
walk into this one. Again, factor of 3, 50%, EWC. Let's walk in and see what happened to this if we get a closure here. Okay, I just passed the peg up. Still gone. Still gone. Okay. I have a closure right here. I'm going to put a peg down and pick up that other one. Now that ring collapsed that much out here at the target. Okay? So just showing you. Let's see if this one's still here, which shouldn't be. I can actually cancel this target and bring it in, is what I normally do, to where my rods just start working. That way I know at the other end, at the target, it's collapsed and it's down. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's still a small radius, but it's not as big as it was. Looking back, okay, looking back at everything else, okay, since we have it shrunk down this much, that's not that very big of a radius of the ring. So I'm going to walk down the line again and see when my rod closes. Since the radius has shrunk so much, see, I was hitting the outside of each one of those rings earlier. That's what I was hitting. Okay, now I'm right here. So I'm going to mark at my heel, and then I'm going to walk straight into it. Now I might pass that up. I'm just put a mark as that's where the closure was. Now I need to find the closure this way. This is it right here. This is where the money's at. If you look back, Now you know why EWC is so important. This is 4 silver rounds in a tin can.